Tiffany Stratton. She's a queen, living life like a movie scene, with her sparkling smile and a diamond gleam. Gotta make way, it's the Tiffy Time team. Rocking the stage with a fierce attitude. She's got the moves, never in the mood to lose. Every step she takes, everybody's starstruck. Tiffy's in the house, better brace for the floods. From the city lights to the shining stars, Tiffany Stratton's taking the world by storm. Put on your shades, cause she's burning bright. Tiffy time is here, she's gonna ignite. She's gonna
So glad I don't fucking know him.
Hello, hello, and welcome to the Raw Review. Ooh, yeah. To my right, it is Hanji Manji. Down below, it is Dreschen, and we are here to review Monday Night Raw. All right. Can't do that the whole time. But maybe that becomes a staple. Who knows?
I hope not.
So we just got off the heels of Raw, gentlemen, and I gotta tell you, there was some sus stuff that happened in my opinion. There were some good things that happened in my opinion. I want to ask this
We
question.
just saw some sus stuff.
Sussy baka.
Well, look, I just want to ask the question because I asked it in our chat, and I didn't see this happen. Did Adam Pearce come out and announce the Women's Intercontinental Championship belt at some point in the beginning of the night that I missed? Because I thought I watched that. I thought I watched that the whole thing. I didn't think I missed anything.
You didn't miss it. They just videotaped it.
I think he did it with the crowd before they went live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, if you go back and check WWE's Twitter feed, it's probably on there.
Okay. Well, either way, we are the boys that talk shit, and we're going to talk some shit about Raw tonight after a lengthy opening of seeing every wrestler that's going to be in the damn building tonight. We are going to have Gunther walking out to the ring. He's doing an in-ring interview with Jackie Redmond. And basically, she's going to show what happened to Gunther last week when he tried to attack Damian. And she's basically gonna ask him, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? Why? Like, what's your response to Damian saying, yo, in the ring you might be a general, but in the streets I'm the king? What's your response?" Gunther didn't have an answer for it, gentlemen. He didn't say anything. As a matter of fact, during this whole entire promo, he doesn't say anything. Damian talks his shit. He comes out to the ring, says, "Oh, don't let me interrupt you. Why don't you start talking?" Gunther doesn't say anything. It gets to the point to where Damian will stop talking and say, "I'm going to let you talk." Gunther does a fake turnaround and then comes back around, hits him with the mic, attacks Priest all the way to the point to where he rips the table off the announcer's table, takes it to the streets, right? He gets out of the ring. He takes it to the streets outside of the ring. Damian takes over, Razor's Edge, through the announcer's table, and this is how we open Raw. So I have said my piece a bunch of times, right? About how I feel about Gunther and how I feel about like this direction they're taking him and this story they're telling. It's a weird story to me. It doesn't feel comfortable to me because I guess how I feel about Gunther. But who do you think wins this Saturday, and how do you feel about the story? How do you feel about how this segment and how it progressed? What are y'all thinking?
Gunther retains. I don't want it. I want Damian to get the belt back. The Judgment Day. Why? I don't know why my camera's wigging out tonight. I apologize, but I think the Judgment Day is going to interfere. Gunther's going to retain off Judgment Day interference.
What about you?
Because JD wants nothing more than for him to, or Finn wants nothing more than Damian to fail.
That's fair. Maybe it's Dom that comes out, to prove a point to Finn that he's not a bitch. But I mean,
how do you prove
honestly,
something that's true?
I mean, hey, that's what I'll say. He'll try. But honestly, like, Gunther looked like a bitch the entire time until he hit Damian with the mic. I was like, I know he ain't going. Literally watching. I'm going to the camera. I know you ain't going out like that, man.
Right?
Not like that, Gunther. Not like that, bro. But he hit him with the mic, and I was like, all right, cool. And then, I ain't gonna lie, that Razor's Edge was smooth as shit. That was one of the smoothest Razor's Edges I've ever. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I still think Gunther retains, and maybe this gets his confidence back, at least for the time being.
Well, and that's also the big question. If he retains, does he retain clean?
I don't think he retains clean. I really think it's going to be a Judgment Day interference.
I'm going to go on a limb and say he does it clean.
I think a clean win would do good for Gunther. I will say that. Like if he, because I'm leaning more towards what Dresch is saying. I think it's going to be some kind of shenanigans, but I think a clean win, storyline wise, would bring back this confidence and all this kind of stuff, and that's what I want to see. I want to see a clean win. But
it just depends on what WWE wants to take it. Like, if they want to give Gunther his confidence back for more matches, then cool. But
it's a matter of, do we need Gunther's confidence back, or do we need El Campeon to have the belt back? Did they take a dip in sales and merchandise when El Campeon lost the belt? Is that why we've got this so quick? Does the company need El Campeon to have that belt back, since, whoever the hell Raheem Rhodes over there ain't doing a fucking thing?
As much as I love Damian, I don't think the sales dipped because of that. If anything, they probably increased for Gunther. If anything. But now, maybe. I don't know.
Well, either way, we are going to find out on Saturday. I just put in the chat, anybody watching, what y'all thought of the opening of Raw. Please feel free to comment, join the conversation. Obviously, we're doing commentary on it, but we like to hear everybody's opinion. So we're gonna go to the backstage now. After all of this happens, after all the carnage and stuff is getting cleaned up, we go backstage and we see some static between Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair. The girls, before Rhea enters into the frame, the girls are all talking about, hey, you know, we need a fifth. Who's the fifth going to be? You know, I believe it's Io comes in and says, hey, what about Kairi Sane?
Kairi Sane.
They were like, look, you're cool, but we don't need any more damage control up in this piece. Naomi obviously wants her girl Bailey to jump up in the mess and throw it down. And Bianca obviously isn't feeling that, doesn't trust Bailey. We'll see that play out a little bit later on in the night. Rhea's going to jump in and says, look, I don't care who the fifth person. She has the Roman Reigns attitude, right?
Yep.
Like,
yeah, I like it. I like it a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, ooh, y'all let us some more. Y'all let us some more, mommy.
Right. Like she says, I don't care who the fourth person is or who the fifth person is. They just need to stay out of my way. As long as I get my hands on Liv, I don't give a crap what's going on. Bianca's like, well, who do you think it should be? She says, I don't care who. You're not listening. I don't care who it should be. And then Bianca gets in Rhea's face. She doesn't like Rhea's attitude. So my question is now does this play out? Because Bianca and Rhea became champions, I believe, at the same time. Like, Rhea beat Charlotte Flair. I believe it was Bianca beat... Who did Bianca beat? I can't remember now. Actually, it was so long ago.
Yeah, it was either maybe Asuka or...
Probably Asuka.
Becky?
I was thinking Becky, but Becky was always on Raw.
I don't know.
Either way, I'm pretty sure in the same WrestleMania they won their titles together. They're both definitely pillars of their brand. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think it's going to play a big role? Do you think that they lose because of this? Like, they all get their hits in, they all get their spots in, but then they ultimately end up losing to the heel team in Nia Jax and Liv Morgan team because they're going to be more of a cohesive unit?
Nah. I honestly think that it won't be like a clean, everybody's running on the same page tag match, but I don't think it's gonna come to that point in this match. It just doesn't sit right. Like, there's enough going on between Bianca and Jade and her partner getting like just destroyed, like looking like a meme on the fucking car, versus Rhea, who's like damn near broken orbital bone, unhinged, broken orbital bone, trying to like get her hands wrapped around Liv's neck. So I mean, I just don't see it playing out to that point. But I mean, it could be some, spots where they're looking at each other eye to eye and some shit. But that's about it.
Some kind of random static. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way on it. It really does. It feels. I really think we're still going to see that team win. They're not going to be particularly cohesive. It may even come down to it's Tiffy time moment. Doesn't she still have her Money in the Bank, or did I miss something?
She does.
No, she still
I
got
don't
it.
know how she would necessarily. I don't know how she would necessarily cash in that situation.
Depending on if somebody gets laid out in the match, if Bianca hits the KOD on Nia finally, and Rhea hits the Riptide on Nia, and then not Kairi saying Shirai does her flip on Nia, and then
Bailey somehow hits Bailey to belly on her.
I was just gonna say I was gonna give her the elbow. Ain't no way in hell she hitting the Bailey
Yeah,
on Nia.
Bailey she's not been built with that kind of strength to pull that shit off. But
Nah. So I'm thinking all this shit happens to Nia, and then Tiffy's like, you know what? She's knocked out. Let's cash in. Boom, bada bing, bada boom.
And then the aftermath of it with Nia being pissed off about it, Tiffy somehow tries to spin it that she was trying to make sure that their faction kept the title or some shit like that. I could see her trying to pull off.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just interesting because if Tiffy were to cash in, man, the hell that's waiting on the other side.
Either way, yeah, that's hell.
Whenever she cashes in, it's going to be absolute hell.
Because whether you catch Nia's hell, whether you catch Liv's hell, Raquel's hell, or Rhea's hell, for that matter, it's gonna be hell.
In that list I sent, by the way, when I was talking about ESPN, the ESPN list, Tiffany was actually number. I don't see her. Oh yeah, Tiffany was number 18 in the top 30 best pro wrestlers currently active. So I mean
under 30.
Under 30. Yeah.
So, but either way, we'll move on to the Ray and Dragon Lee versus the American-made Julius Creed and Brutus Creed. I tweeted about this match. I said, people keep sleeping on American-made, man. They keep sleeping on them. People don't want to see the talent that's there, but there's some real talent in American-made. All of them. Even Ivy Nile.
Ain't no talent in Ivy Nile. She a bulldog. I'm sorry. I don't see no talent. Like, all I see is somebody running around doing bulldogs all day. Other ones, yeah, like Chad, Brutus, whoever the fuck the other one is, Lucas.
I'm gonna catch Lucas some flack for this. But I'm gonna say it. You know what how her body type, how like tight her body is. You know what that reminds me of? Benoit had the same type of body.
All right, and we're clear. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. We are all at work.
I don't mean it that way. I'm saying like, it's like they work out consistently, like up to the point to where they walk out in the crowd. Like Benoit's body looked like he was about to explode at any minute, because the dude was always like pumped, jacked. And Ivy looks the same way. I don't know how you get that look, but that look don't look healthy. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, Chris Benoit's is because he had the nose candy before every match.
I don't know if it was nose candy or he was sniffing perks or could have been sniffing perks. I don't know. Motherfucker was doing something. All I'm saying is that bitch start doing flying headbutts, it's over.
Yeah. That's true. By the way, the match itself was alright. We got all the flippy dippy doodahs, all that good stuff. We got the
flippy dippy doodahs.
Yeah, we got the one of the great parts of the match was when Brutus and Julius are going for the superplex off the top rope of Dragon Lee, and Ray hits that 619 on their shins. The spot was kind of like weird, but in execution, it was okay. I mean, it was fine. They got the point across. But it's not going to matter. Brutus is going to corner the ref in the ring, and Chad is going to come up to the ring apron, turn Ray's mask around, and that's going to cause Julius to get the roll up 1, 2, 3, and then they celebrate after the match. It's weird to me. You would figure after 30 years of being a professional wrestler wearing that mask, you figure Ray would like
tight
do something. Like,
I was just thinking about that. What if they're trying to hit at Ray taking off the mask now? He going back to the hootie hoo Ray.
Oh, so, look, the hints we've seen of Ray's face, motherfucker. Quasimodo looks better than Ray does. God damn, Ray is an ugly son of a bitch.
God damn.
He need to keep that mask on. That's what his wife say in the bedroom.
That was rough on Ray, man. That was rough. That's why she cheated on him with Eddie. So.
Right there, he acting like he's talking about Montez right there.
Look, if Bianca was sleeping with a man instead of Montez Ford, she wouldn't be pissed off so often. I'm just saying.
Man, I can't get on the Montez Ford hate. I like Montez Ford. Like, him and Xavier Woods are brothers. A lot of people don't know that. So.
Oh, fuck.
You know that?
The brothers.
Yeah, they brothers.
They ain't brothers.
Oh, they brothers,
They
but
brothers.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, look. Neither one of them hit Paige, all right, except Xavier. That's the only one.
That's fair. That's fair. Well,
Look, his Eskimo brother is, I don't know what he's doing right now. I think he's teaching in classes or something.
Montez Ford was there. He was just outside.
Ugh.
You couldn't see him.
Wow.
you didn't need to.
Right. All right.
I'm sorry.
It's the best performance he's given all month.
Oh, man. Wait, who?
Montez Ford.
Oh, God damn. All right. So, okay, after this, we're gonna they start talking about SmackDown and what went on in the Bloodline, and I gotta ask, are we in the minority with not understanding and not liking? Not that we didn't like it, but just like that we criticized bringing in CM Punk. We seem to be the only ones, except for CM Punk, who criticized it.
Yeah.
It just, to me, it still doesn't make sense.
I mean, putting the pieces together from last year and looking back, that makes sense to a certain extent. But as far as Bloodline business, no, it does not. Like, adding Bronson Reed didn't make any sense. No. Like,
Bronson Reed actually makes less sense than CM Punk, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, all right, I'm thinking, here's a fifth member, but maybe you're right. They had to pull somebody out the ass to, have a 5-on-5 for some reason because they just could not do the 4v4 in War Games.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I still feel weird about it. I still feel like Bronson seems weird. It's almost like, forgive me. It almost seems like Triple H was like, Bronson, you're kind of the same skin color. Get out there. Get out. Like, it's literally what it feels like. There's no real reason for Bronson to be in that match. There's no reason for him to be in the Bloodline, except for he looks like a Pacific Islander. Like, that is the only. I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not even remotely. Normally I criticize you for racism, but goddamn, you are hitting it on point. I mean, fucking Triple H was talking about the Spanish announcers in China, and they said something about Taco Bell. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, Triple H is wild. He was wild for that. All right, Taco Bell.
China and the Spanish announcers are talking and shit. He's like, oh, what are they talking about? Something about Taco Bell? Like, wow.
Yep. And let's not talk about Booker T. Poor old Booker T. He should have been Triple H. I will take that. Man, I will take that to the grave. He should have beat. Camera finally died.
Damn. People like you don't win belts like these. I said, what the fuck does that mean?
Same thing it meant when Gunther said it to Damien.
God damn.
So how you piss off a whole group of people with one sentence? That's exactly what Triple H did. People like you don't win belts like these.
Yo, and look, ever since then, every little thing that Triple H does with black wrestlers, they criticize the fuck out of him.
Hey, rumor is the Panthers got back together when he said that.
Right. Jesus Christ. Right now, the only thing I kind of agree with as far as that is the Hurt Business, but that's just because of personal reasons. I like the Hurt Business.
Nah, but the Hurt Business was good though, and it should have been more. Like, you're right with that.
Should have been more. It should have been more, but I get it. If you can't think of anything for them, then let them go do their own thing.
I hate to say this, I haven't been watching them in AEW, but I bet you they're going to be doing more, like, better things in AEW.
Oh, dude. the promo MVP did. So he's acting like a manager. The shit was fantastic. So he was legit acting like Paul Heyman.
Okay.
When in the interview room, and he's just questioning, "Hey, all right, who are you? Where are you from? Oh, is that important? Oh, what are we doing next? We're gonna dominate again. Next question." I was like, God damn, he is killing it. Then a reporter with collectibles. He was like, collectibles? What? What, like toys? Like the shit was good.
Jesus.
I'm like, yo, shit would have been gold, but again, I get it. Do it somewhere else if you can't do it there.
Well,
Fuck
sometimes WWE just doesn't know how to handle the talent they have. They don't know what to do with the talent they have. So it just sucks that a lot of the time they don't know what to do with talent that has melanin in their skin. So that's a problem. I mean, let's call it what it's a real problem. I mean, it really is. You can see it, except for with Bianca and Jade. Everybody else, though, you can see that it's a real problem.
That's it. I think Shawn Michaels had a hand in that. He was like, "Look, I don't care what you do with the rest of them. These two stay." And Triple H's been shoving them down our throats since.
Man, what was that one chick that he got in trouble with? Foxy Red Pepper or something?
Wait,
Foxy
who?
Pumpkin. What was her name? Sexy Red.
Red, yeah.
Like where he got in trouble because he saw her. He said, "Come to daddy," and everybody got pissed off about it. It's like that's how a motherfucker talks. That's how. First of all, that's how he talks. Second of all, she was fine with it. She thought it was hilarious. So I don't know.
Yeah, she's a big ass wrestling fan. So I mean, I don't know. People just like to. People want to find a reason, you know.
Yep.
They want to find a reason.
That's true. Now, bloodline stuff, whatever. We're gonna move on back to Raw. So before Braun and Ludwig come out, they're the next fight. We're gonna see Finn talking to the Judgment Day. This was really interesting to me because Finn did.
There are no leaders. There are no leaders in Judgment Day.
Exactly.
But when you listen to Finn, like, bitch, shut up.
Right. He said, if you listen to Finn, we win. I'm like, whoa. You just beat up Rhea and Damian for acting like they were the leaders. And now you out here saying, This is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. So.
Pardon me.
How, if you were booking this, if you were going to book it, how would you book the Judgment Day split? And does Dom come out on top of this?
Yes. Dom, Carlito, they destroy Finn. JD's like, yo, bro, what's going on? You know, bobblehead. He wants to help his boy out, but he doesn't want to get his ass whooped. But he's gonna get his ass whooped because he's gonna attempt to help his boy out. And yeah, Dom and Carlito come out on top, and then you have, you know, Liv and Raquel just doing let's be honest things.
So. I got that then. I was like, wait a minute.
What? Let's be honest things? Yeah, let's be honest.
So, follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
Dom wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt on Raw.
Hell no.
Hold on.
No.
I'm just saying.
I become an AEW fan.
Let's say it has to happen.
Later.
Well,
I become an AEW fan.
Happen in 25, 26, 27, 28, or 29. Pick one of the 5 years.
42.
Josh says, when I barely can't see, that's when he should win. That's the same time Logan Paul should win.
I'm gonna say Dom's gonna win the title in 27. 2027, I think he's gonna win the title.
I said 26. Fuck it. Like, number one, under
Dom
30.
will win a title when Logan Paul is allowed in Japan again.
I mean, he's allowed in Japan. He's allowed in Japan. I don't think it'd be good for him to go back.
What did he do in the Japan? He diddled a Pikachu. Like, what did he do?
He went to
the suicide forest and filmed,
Yeah.
did a live, like a YouTube video with somebody actually. They found somebody that had actually committed suicide, and he had them in the back of his video.
Yep.
Jesus Christ! He thought that was a good idea.
Yep. And he.
It's Logan Paul.
He uploaded that bitch. He saw it, went and reviewed it, saw what was going on, and was like, upload.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, 100% was.
That's some dark
Yo,
shit.
T is kerfuffled. It's like, I don't know.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know. That's wild. I feel bad
Yeah.
for making a joke. Shit.
Mm.
God dang. All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
That's why Dom went on his show and made jokes about, hey, have you been to
He
Japan? Do you know what it's like in Japan? It's because he was alluding back to that.
that's crazy.
Man, when I
And
say
the backlash
Dom,
Logan took from that, it almost ruined Logan entirely.
it did. It
He
almost.
very nearly didn't get out of that.
He somehow
shouldn't
bounced
have.
back. He resilience, resilience. I give him that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. But he should not have gotten out of it. They're like, I don't know how he got out of it, but he shouldn't have.
Well, he probably got out of it doing something that involved his mouth. So.
Jesus, fucking.
Uh,
But I still say Dom 2026, like fantastic.
26, 27, 42. Heard. We'll see what happens. But Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser. Now look, the match was okay. Ludwig honestly is not a 5-star wrestler. He's not. It is what it is. He's good, but he's not a 5-star wrestler. I don't know why.
Matt Carter right now.
But
God damn. What? Okay, look, we have to stop. All right.
wait, what happened?
You with Ludwig, you with Montez. We have to stop. God.
No, we don't.
Damn.
No, hold on. Ludwig is, Montez is a, you can't. Montez and Ludwig are not in the same category. All right. They ain't
For
the
y'all
same
two, they
category.
are. Yo, for y'all two, they are. It's like, I don't know why he's with him. I don't know why she's with him. Like, I just heard that from Dresh.
Dresh is delusional. I don't know what. I really don't know what his problems are. Ludwig can't do anything even close to what Montez can do. The only time Ludwig can jump is if he sees a spider. All right, like that. Like he probably. I mean.
Damn.
I mean, I could point something out as to why he. No, we ain't gonna go there. No. We're gonna be a good human being. We're gonna be a good human being for 5 fucking seconds.
Yo, let's move
All
on.
right, so let's move on before we end.
No longer, but for 5 fucking seconds, we're gonna be a good human being.
So
God
the match,
damn.
The match itself was good. There was one scary part for me. That scary part for me was when Breaker ran into
Into
that
the
damn
table.
announcer's table.
Bro, he moved the announcer table like 10 feet.
They went to a
I
commercial.
wanted-
I thought he was dead.
I wanted him to destroy that table. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, he hits it. I want to just see that table just implode on itself. Like,
Dude, the way he hit that corner was crazy. Now, obviously, yes, it ended up being a work, but like, I mean, that was a good work. Like, I thought he was jacked up from that.
he probably was because he.
Oh, he probably didn't enjoy it at all, bro.
Listen, there was no pull on that.
No, he ran. That
There's no way to
corner.
pull that with the table moving that much. There's no way to pull.
God damn.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I
They-
don't know.
they
I,
need
I
to
was
make
like,
that-
I was stunned for that. Like, and then when they went to
They
that
need to make
commercial,
it
I'm like,
more-
oh, he's actually jacked up. Great.
They
So,
need to make that more breakable because I want to see that table implode. That's gonna be some shit.
I feel
You
like
just see the announcers just be like, oh.
Well, I feel like tonight they wanted to go for a triple table break, and they couldn't do it. What I mean by that is, table broke with Gunther and Damian. I think they wanted the table to break with Braun Breaker, and then I think they wanted the table to break when Nia tried to put Bianca through it with the Samoan drop.
Oh shit!
But-
That's some more. We'll get to that, but goddamn, that Samoan drop hurt me.
Yeah,
My
but,
chest came.
but that's the thing. They were 2 hard hits on the table, and the table didn't break. So I think that they had a plan, and plans didn't work out.
God damn.
Either way, The match is going to end with Sheamus coming out, attacking Ludwig to get some revenge. Braun Breaker gets in Sheamus's face. They start fighting, and then we just have a three-way, right? Mm-hmm. They start beating out each other. We go to commercial. They're still beating out each other when we come back. Adam Pearce comes out. It was actually really funny because, it was when you... Well, it was when you were like, man, Adam's lost complete control of this shit, and then we come back from commercial, and Adam Pearce is like, like, so I was like, oh shit.
Yo, he needs to retire or something, because like he has no control overall. The motherfucker just be in the back like, yo, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. They gonna do what they do.
I mean, you're right. Shit just be happening to Adam, and he just be reacting. He ain't proactive at all. But either way, he makes the match triple threat for the IC belt at War Games Survivor Series. Who do y'all have your money on in that match?
I want to see Sheamus win.
I want to see him give it to Sheamus. I think both boys are going to work together to beat Ludwig unconscious. Braun is going to teabag him 4 or 5 times, and then those two are going to go back at it.
I have the smallest inkling that Ludwig Kaiser pulls it out just because of what Dresh said. Like, he's going to get the Sami Zayn power. Well, this going to be power negativity. He's just going to come in.
Wow, power of what?
Negativity.
Is that an E or an I? That makes a difference here.
I don't know. I'll let y'all decide.
Nah. You said it. You got. Nah, bro. What's going on with it?
Yo, T, why you looking like that? What the fuck?
Nah. Is that an I or an E? That makes a big difference in this situation.
I was practicing my Robert De Niro. You see Robert De Niro?
I kind of do. It's weirding me out. Oh, look. Power of negativity.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
God,
it's much better because.
I guess sometimes you hear what you want to hear. All right, look. So.
I swear to God.
But not.
Look, Ludwig gets the roll up. And then he wins the IC belt.
Man,
I'd be okay with it.
Well, the thing is Gunther would be all right with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Gunther loses, and then Ludwig becomes in charge.
And I think that'd be the turning point.
Because
Gunther, that would be
interesting.
What's that?
He said, "What happens to Gunther once you lose that title? What happens to Ludwig if he wins that title?"
Man,
Gunther goes back to NXT if he loses the title.
Oh shit! Yo, I hope not. I actually like Gunther, but I think that would make sense for the story if they're gonna do long term storytelling like that. That would make sense. Gunther loses his ambition. He just loses confidence. Ludwig is on the rise. He's got a belt. Gunther has nothing.
Yep.
Gunther is now following Ludwig to the ring, calling Ludwig Kaiser.
Yep.
The ring general.
Asking for people's gratitude for Ludwig.
Ooh, shit.
That'd be a turn.
Yo, that would suck, but I'd enjoy it just for a little bit.
Honestly, it would be a cool WrestleMania story arc if they did something like that. Though, I'll be honest. Like, it'd be a cool payoff if they could do it right.
Yeah, if they did it right, but that's the problem.
Yeah. It's like, how do you keep track of it and do it correctly every week all the way up until WrestleMania? So. But, either way, we'll go ahead and move on to the next thing.
No. We ain't switching through that match without acknowledging the fact that Braun Breaker 100% stuck his dick in Kaiser's mouth.
What?
Jesus Christ.
You didn't see it when he was up on the fucking turnbuckle to do the Frankensteiner?
When Braun did the Frankensteiner, he was like, ugh. I was like, yo, what? He put dick in his face.
He did.
Yeah, you learned that from Scott Steiner. He said, I'm the big bad booty daddy.
I'm the big bad booty daddy.
You didn't hear what he said when he jumped up, did you? He said, "This non-stop." Kaiser said, "Oh,
This is non-stop. Oh my god.
he said, "It's non-stop."
Oh shit.
No, I didn't notice that. That's crazy. Hey, if I was wrestling, if I was a wrestler and some other wrestler put his dick in my mouth, even if it was a closed barrier, that's a real fight on sight. Like, I get it. I get it when look, I understand you fighting.
He was asserting dominance.
Sometimes you get a slung across the eyebrow or something. Like, I get that because it's wrestling, it's close quarters. But if you jump up, if I'm on the top rope and you jump up and just slap my mouth, that's a real
Nah, bro,
fight.
he put that in Kaiser's face and said deep throat it before he hit that Frankensteiner.
Because he paused. He paused in the air. He said, "Hold me up."
He said, "Yo, will it fit in your nose? Hold on."
He said, "You wanted my gratitude, right?" He said, "Here's my gratitude right here."
Oh, wow.
God dang. No, I didn't notice that. That's crazy.
In the face. Kick in the face is crazy.
Oh.
No, he stopped to do it. It's one of those, that wasn't accidental. You did that shit on purpose.
Yo, he hit him in the chin at least. He said, yo.
Fuck, he got to the back. Tiffany said, "How do you like it?" He said,
Oh, shit. Yo. Nah, that ain't okay.
They broke up right now. They currently broken up. Oh shit! But no, all right. So we'll move on. Now look, I wanted to talk about this real quick. So after this match, Jesse Tessitore, whatever the fuck his name is, he talks about it again. He talks about SmackDown, what happened. They spent a solid 5 to 10, maybe even 15 minutes going over Bloodline shit, and that's 15 minutes that could have been in a 2-hour program that could have been given to other wrestlers. Could have been given to Apollo Crews. I mean, it wouldn't have been, but it could have been.
Like, why haven't they released that, man?
He needs to go to AEW, man. If he goes to AEW, joins the Hurt Business, that motherfucker will blow up like he was supposed to.
Yo.
As long as they treat him better than they've treated Ricochet. Jesus.
Okay, Ricochet is doing that to himself.
That's true.
They gave him creative control, and it's not been the greatest.
Also,
Ricochet has been straight trash, bro.
Also, Ricochet got in his feelings about his girl, and I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm not saying he was wrong. Where I'm saying he went wrong is when he started reading the comments.
Yep.
Never read the comments, bro. Don't read the comments.
Because what happened is Samantha read the comments. She started crying and getting scared because of the death threats and things like that. Then that got Ricochet to read them, and then Ricochet got pissed because he wants to protect his girl. That's what happened. I mean, let's not get it twisted. And I don't fault him for wanting to protect his girl, but man, you can't fall into it. All these people online, like, we're talking shit. We talk shit because it's fun. All these people online talking shit and doing these death threats, that's a different level, and that's unacceptable. I get it, but you can't let them win. If you react to them, you let them win. Can't.
Right, it's all trolling. That's all it is. It's just trolling.
Right.
Stupid as shit.
Yep. Because now these assholes, these dumb shits are getting clout, and they don't deserve it.
Right.
So, you know what I mean. But either way, Apollo Crews needs to go to AEW. I normally don't say anybody should go to AEW, but
yeah, but what they're doing with the Hurt Business, or what they're gonna do, it's gonna be some good shit. Hurt Business, hell, bring back Keith Lee. God damn.
Well, he's out for good, isn't he? I thought he was injured.
Yeah, I think he is out for good. But I'm just saying, if
they had caught Keith Lee 15 years ago, dude, man, that man was a force, dude. He was a force.
Like, just watching him and Roman Reigns during the series, even though Roman won, that little bit of part of the match right there was fucking, like, the pop-up power bomb and then the spear. That shit would have been legendary if he was still, going.
Yep.
So
But either way,
Why?
as I was talking about, though, I mean, they spent way too much time on SmackDown stuff. That stuff's got to go to other wrestlers, man. Stop. I mean, like, everybody watch SmackDown. You know why everybody watch SmackDown? Because SmackDown's the premier show. You don't need to talk about it on Raw. Give the other wrestlers a chance to be as big as SmackDown. We all understand Bloodlines.
And even with that, I mean, they're talking about how the biggest thing for SmackDown was the Wise Man's Return. And they're saying 72 million watches on social media of the Wise Man's Return. All right, we don't need to rehash it anymore. Everybody in the goddamn world, including the penguins in Antarctica, have fucking seen it. Let's move on.
True. Also, they need to stop. They need to stop acting like they didn't ruin Paul Heyman's return. They ruined it. As a matter of fact,
I mean, the best thing about Paul Heyman's return was the crowd.
Yep.
With the My Name Is. That's the best part about the whole thing, because you're right, they wasted it. What they should have done was left it as a foursome until either Friday night or until 5 minutes before the fucking match. Or as they're walking out, the Wise Man walks out with them and introduces it.
They should have done the Sting play from back.
See, you're muted.
They should have done the Sting play from back in '95. Can you hear me, G?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm curious.
So, the Sting, was it 95? I don't know. It could have been before 95. Either way, the Sting play is oh no, it would have been 96. The Sting play from 96.
97.
So what it was that everybody had come out, the fake Sting had come out, and then Sting, the real Sting, came out, cleaned house, left. Right, like everybody remembers that he left and allowed the NWO to get the victory, to get the V, or the dub. But they should have had the Bloodline going against the OG Bloodline. The Bloodline's kicking OG Bloodline's ass. 4 people, 5v4, and then you hit the ladies and gentlemen. While the War Games match has already happened, Paul Heyman's like, this is going to be a 5-on-5. I found the 5th. Boom. CM Punk gets in, cleans house, allows everybody to recuperate. OG Bloodline wins. That's how it should have happened. But instead, we get the, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, which is cool. The fans were into it, but the pop would have been better at War Games.
I agree. The pop was wonderful as it was. Everybody went goddamn nuts, as they should have. Paul Heyman is a national treasure, but you're right. If they had done it at War Games itself, I think it would have been a million times better.
I want to take a trip back down memory lane just for a hot second.
Uh-oh.
Remember watching Paul Heyman back in the day, like maybe when 2005, when Brock Lesnar first came out, or even before that, how he was just a slime ball. Now we're calling this man a fucking legend. You see how crazy that shit is? You see what time does with people? Because I've been like, yo, fuck Paul Heyman. Fuck Brock Lesnar and the bitch that wrote him in.
That's Vince.
I mean, sometimes the asshole characters, I mean, that's, Paul was built to be who he is. And
right.
I don't need to tell you Paul's legacy. That the man has done amazing things for wrestling.
He's done some wild shit. Even with ECW, like, that shit was fantastic. But just calling him a Hall of Famer, I just wanted to say that shit so crazy to me. Back at how I used to view him and how I was like, oh, fuck this guy. This nigga's a slime ball. Like, who the fuck is he? He's nobody. He's a penguin.
But that slime ball can take a bump.
My mother, who is a Christian woman.
Whoa, how does this play into this?
My mother used to watch wrestling with me and my stepdad when I was a kid. And I remember my mom hating Paul Heyman to the point where she called him Paul Hyman on a regular basis. And I'm like, my mom never cussed. And for her to say that, I was disgusted in my mother. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I had the mouth of a sailor when I was in high school, But like, for my mom to be like, oh, that's Paul Hyman. screw him. I'm like, oh, what the?
Yo, watch your mouth. Mom, watch your mouth. What are you doing?
So yeah, so
That's
he
hilarious.
is a legend because he was able to make people feel like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
nicest people in the world he was able to make them feel hate for him. So it's
Fucking
crazy.
legend. Good shit.
Crazy. But either
Mhm.
way, we're gonna power through this because we're getting down to the last 10 minutes. We get the trailer, cut the trailer. Kathy Kelly in the back with Jay, Jimmy, and Sammy. Talk about if they're relieved. Talking about if they're relieved that they have a fifth man. Jimmy says it's all good because they have the fifth man. They have the wise man. And all that needs to happen now is Jay needs to be the man and get the advantage in the match against Jacob Fatu on Friday. What? Jay gonna go against Jacob Fatu on Friday.
Yep, Jay going to get Jacob Fatu on Friday.
All right, so
Yep.
what's the point of getting the fifth man if it's gonna be 4-on-5 anyway? We'll come to
That motherfucker said he's taking out Jay immediately.
Yo, what's the point?
Honestly, just with the
Oh.
build-up of Jay, I think it'll be a good match. Just because of his build-up. That's all I'm saying. I think with his build-up, it'll be a good match. But
Oh,
in reality, Jacob Fatu should like destroy Jay. He should be bitched.
Jay talked for 10 seconds, and that promo that Jay did, that 10-second promo was fire. Got me hyped for the match. I ain't even gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So, that actually right there made me think twice about Jay as a singles competitor.
Said he can do it. I don't know what again. His WrestleMania match with his brother ruined that shit. Like it was dog shit. It was dog water. They had a better spot during the next night on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like that 5 seconds was better than that entire match, which is crazy.
It was
But
nerves. It was nerves. That's all it was.
yeah, but still, like you can't be like y'all been doing this for years. Y'all can't be like damn man.
I mean,
So my question with that spot, and I said it in the chat, and G responded to me. You didn't. Are we looking at a wise man betrayal?
I think so. I think possibly.
Just the way that Jimmy reacted. Are we looking at a wise man betrayal with him and Punk?
Not necessarily a betrayal, but I don't think the wise man is the wise man anymore.
nah. I think y'all are going. I think y'all got a tinfoil hats now. Look here.
I mean, no, because if you look at how Paul was king in that ring Friday night, it wasn't the same. It's not the same, because he looked at Roman Reigns and like, oh, this is my God. He looked like he was the father of his kids, unfortunately. That's how he was looking. But now it's like, I have somebody, I have somebody else. I don't necessarily need Roman.
So Paul Heyman, I will say, is a businessman. He jumped from Brock to Big Show, from Big Show to CM Punk, from CM Punk to Brock, from Brock to Roman, from Roman to Brock, back to Roman. Now he has CM Punk on his shoulder. I get it. He had Ryback for a little bit. He jumps to whoever he thinks is the next big thing. So I understand, but man, is Solo not it? God, I hope he doesn't. Because people are like, oh, he's wearing the same suit as Solo.
I don't think it's Solo. I think it's Punk.
Yeah, I think he goes with Punk.
I think it's Punk.
He
himself has said he's got one more ride, and I think he wants to end his time on Punk.
That's possible. Because, Punk did Roman said that's his wise man. Punk was to question that. You wouldn't have questioned that last year, a year or 2 years ago. But to question that, it's kind of like, maybe Punk on or something. Maybe he know what the wise man is about that bird.
Paul's about the money. He's about the money. He's about the legacy. In WWE kayfabe, he's about who the biggest legacy is, and he's about being right. Every time Paul goes somewhere, he's right most of the time.
So for Ryback, if Paul Heyman can't make Ryback work,
Nobody could make him work. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Dude is who he is. I would never say it to his face because he'd fucking eat me,
but I mean, just from where Roman went to the Tribal Chief, Jesus Christ, Paul Heyman made that work. Fantastic.
I'd say the Tribal Chief was Roman's best character ever, and I think it was helped largely by Paul.
It wouldn't have been the same without Paul. It would not have been the same without him.
True, because he needed Paul as a talking piece. He needed Paul as a talking piece first, and then it slowly, gradually went away from Paul to Roman talking more.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Roman was there Paul was there to pick up the pieces when Roman fucked up in the beginning.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
All right, look.
I mean, big dog.
But look, Judgment Day versus the War Raiders, right? So, first half of the match, Finn and JD do basically their job of separating Ivar from Ivar, but when Ivar finally gets that hot tag, he's going to go fucking wild on him. But, you know, obviously, I hate to say it because I was really hoping, I even said in our chat that I thought the War Raiders were going to win. Obviously, that's not what happened. There was some sneakiness. Dresch called it from jump. He said there's going to be some kind of bullshit that goes on. All the Judgment Day came out. I was still hopeful when they dispatched JD, or not JD, but Dom and Carlito, but it just ended up being too much. And JD got the roll up. 1, 2, 3. They retained. It just is what it is. And now they don't have to even defend their titles at War Games, which is crazy to me, but I guess it is what it is.
I was confused as to why we were doing this title shot before War Games. Why didn't we do it at?
I think there's a time limit thing. That's the only thing that I can think, is that both matches are going to go long, and there's a title match, and there's the Women's United States Championship match I think is going to be there. So there's just a lot. Yeah. Oh no, that's Saturday night's main event. Never mind.
Is it?
Yeah, they're doing it at Saturday night's main event to hype up the show.
Well, even still, like, this wasn't like a big storyline title match. It was just a title match that we knew Judgment Day was gonna do whatever they could to win. Unfortunately,
I mean, Judgment Day is Judgment Day. 9 times out of 10, the only way they're gonna get anything is if they cheat to do it, which they did.
Defend if you want to win.
Listen to take the titles off of them. That's the big
for real.
problem we have right now, is that we have these super dominant teams. We need teams that are all on the same level. I hate to say that, but it's true. Because when you're a tag
Well,
team,
if the Thumb and the Funko Pop were by themselves, they were on the same level. But they weren't alone.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see what ends up happening with that. We're going to move on to another tag team match now. The New Day versus the Alpha Academy. And, man.
Could not believe it. I said, well, I legit in the chat said, fuck me. Goddamn.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
So,
look, I say it's over. Oh, fuck me.
I say we get the hype about the 10-year anniversary. They're talking good shit, friendly, get out to the ring. They have an argument about who's going to start the match. Otis takes advantage with a mean-ass elbow, knocked Xavier on his ass.
The shit out of Xavier, yo. His mouth was hurting.
Bodies Kofi after that. And then hits the worm. Fucking Akira Tozawa hits the jump up Samoan drop from the top rope. 1, 2, 3, squash, 2 minutes.
It's fucking crazy.
It got squashed by the short bus of the WWE.
Yep.
Alpha Academy squash.
Like, you knew what was coming.
And this is going to lead to them having an argument all the way from the ring, all the way to the back, behind the curtain.
Yo, Kofi was talking that shit. Oh, he was talking that shit. I was like, yeah. I loved it. That's why I'm like, yo, let it be Kofi's heel turn, because god damn. Don't no fucking face talk like that. I'm sorry. He's like, and who of the group doesn't have championships? I think, yeah, yo.
Yep. He said that X wasn't good enough to win his own title. He said that the reason that he never let Xavier called the shots is because he's too risky and out of control. Xavier says Kofi pissed away his title to Brock Lesnar in 6 seconds, and I'm like, bro, it's Brock Lesnar. All right.
Yeah, I was saying that I ain't even gonna argue that. That was gonna happen.
Yeah. You're talking about piss. I mean, shit, he would piss on you. Like, you don't get Lesnar on your shit.
If you got melanin in your skin, your title's gone. Put it like that. Yep. Big E, Bobby Lashley, and Kofi. 3 years in a row.
Yep. But either way,
he gonna F5 you and feed you to his daughter.
We will have to do this. We will have the turn next week. It's going to happen right in front of Big E, so I think that's a big deal. Big E's going to be out there, and I think there's going to be a turn. I don't know who's going to do it, but one of them is going to do it on the other. It is looking more like Kofi's going to be the heel, which I did think it was going to be Xavier.
Man, Kofi was talking that shit. If Kofi don't turn heel, I don't believe shit. That's wild.
It's true. I agree. We're going to go back to the Miz telling Karrion Kross that the Wyatts are in the building. They're out back, and Karrion says if they want to play games, then we can play some games. Tell Scarlett to stay behind. As they walk out of the room, Scarlett looks in the mirror, and we see Nikki Cross standing in the door, standing behind the door, staring at her. We come back from a commercial. We see Karrion and the crew. They couldn't find the Wyatts, and they go into the dressing room to find Scarlett on the floor, blinded, I guess, in some way. She starts swinging on Karrion Kross, and she says, "Who did this?" She said, "Nikki." On the mirror, it says, "Everyone has something to lose." The only thing that's weird about this is, like, the fact that Scarlett was blinded or something. But I mean, like,
I think she was just confused. I don't think she was blinded. I think she was dazed and confused and didn't realize it was Karrion that had walked in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they did some hoodoo on her ass.
I think the cameraman was supposed to catch something else, or it was supposed to be a longer camera shot, and I think that someone fucked up timing or the shot or something. Because I couldn't exactly see what was really going on the floor. Like, she was just sitting there. So I think she was supposed to be, like Dresh was saying, traumatized in some way or in a trance.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of magic got lost in the shot. But I'm glad that you caught it. I just missed it. And I was like, what, they fucking shit in her eye? Like, why is she can't see? Like Nikki said, give me your face, stink face. Like,
yeah. She did the snail trail on her face. She was, come here.
It's a stank face. But either way, I'm a little bit more now, knowing that the involvement that Karrion Kross had with Bray Wyatt and stuff. I'm actually a little bit more involved in this.
A little bit, slightly. I wanted more tonight. I wanted just a little bit more tonight, but you know, like you were saying, just the involvement of Karrion Kross and what the fuck is it? Dexter Lumis. I'm starting to feel it, you know, just a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that we get a good payoff for it. It's just when they get to the ring, they're like a bunch of clunky fools. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, we're gonna knock this out in about 2 or 3 minutes flat. Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax. So all I really have to say about this is lots of hard-hitting action, military press slam from Bianca, which was impressive as shit. Samoan drop on the announcer's table. Table didn't break. Again, like I said earlier, like we alluded to, the real story here was Bayley coming out and giving a heel finish for Bianca. Bianca taking advantage of a heel finish and getting the advantage for War Games. I just want to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions. Do you think it's sus? Do we think that Bayley turns in some way? Do we think that Bayley and Naomi are plotting some kind of turn? Like, what is actually going the hell on over here?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the setup to specifically make it so that Bianca would be less apprehensive about bringing Bayley along.
Maybe.
As that fifth person. I think it's Bayley's way of going, look, I got your back. You know, let's go get our nails done or some shit. I don't know.
Well, see, that's the thing. I know that's what it's supposed to look like on the surface, and that's why I'm asking: do we think there's something deeper, or do we think it's just face value there?
I think it's just face value right now. I've been wrong many times before, but I think it's just face value.
For right now, it's just face value. Like, I mean, unless Bayley did take out Jade, which I'd be kind of shocked if that was the case, but I don't know.
Well, it seems too soon for Bailey to switch back to heel. So I will say that. That's kind of on her side.
Well, Bailey really hasn't turned completely face, has she? Because she still is the role model and shit like that. I'm saying, I don't think she's completely face. It just seems more face than normal because situations with the damage control and the champion Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. It just seems more of a face value, but she hasn't necessarily completely turned face.
Okay. Well, I don't know, but what I do know is that Bianca Belair and crew will have the advantage, which again is weird. Normally the heels have the advantage. I totally expect Jacob Fatu to win to give the heels the advantage. So seeing the good guys get the advantage this turnaround is going to be a very interesting dynamic. So I think there's going to be a lot of arguing between the girls team, the girls face team. I think we're just going to see a lot of that. And honestly, the different stuff and the not knowing and the questioning, it makes me want to watch it more. So I'm really excited for Saturday. We got to discuss how we're going to do Saturday because I'm pretty sure we're all working swings.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, you try to knock it out on Sunday?
I'm working a swing on Sunday too.
All right, well, that's going to be rough. We'll try to figure something out for War Games, and we'll talk about it offline, I guess. Not tonight, because I got to go to bed. I got to take a shit. So, what?
Thanks for the info.
Hey, we got 2 people watching. 2 people know I got to take a shit. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to that 2 people. I didn't know. I didn't know we had 2 people watching. But look, my friends,
lose views.
we will make an announcement about SummerSlam at the SummerSlam Survivor Series. God,
Make an example. We about to make an example out of Survivor Series. God damn.
War
Games. See us there.
We're
gonna make examples out of motherfuckers.
We will.
Yeah.
We will
Never to a
make
podcast.
examples of everybody at the War Game. Look, all I know is that we will be making an announcement on Twitter, on Facebook, about when we're going to talk about War Games. At the very, very least, it will be on Monday before Raw. We'll talk about it. We'll go through it and all of our thoughts and what to prepare for if we can't make it. Look, we're dedicated to reviewing WWE, reviewing the shows. We're going to do the best we can. Right now, our shoot job gets in the way. Hopefully one day it won't. You never know. But for everybody, it's been me, your boy Big T. It's been Hangy Mangy. It has been Dreshin. If you want good previews, you want good reviews, you come here to It's All A Work. Yeah, snap into a podcast.
Yeah.